Hey, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? So today I just wanted to make a quick video about, my thoughts about things and how things have changed and how like just me starting off, I remember hearing a lot of people telling other people not to fall in love with the industry, right? And this is just what this is about. Because, like, if you see someone throwing all their money away in hopes that someone else will keep them bumped up or on the top of the charts or whatever, and then those things just don't happen, and they just thrown their money away, and then from that point on, it's like being a waitress. You working for tips at that point, I guess. Tips. Somebody just made a new song, maybe wrote a new song and put it out in the airways, and seeing if anybody want to sing it or something, and then sometimes you might be the person they let do it, and sometimes it might be someone else. So these are things I heard: is don't fall in love with the industry, and I know that has a lot to do with what's going on right now, because in since I am the industry, and not in a vain way, but everybody seems to like copying off of something I'm doing or saying, and the industry itself likes to keep me involved in it. I mean, like, so, because I am very talented. No, but another thing is people tend to like to feel like they can get my clothes dirty, because that's part of the industry. So when anything comes up where they can, like, try on clothes and see if they like them and send them back before they have to get charged for them, or keep the ones you like and they'll charge you for them, and send the ones you don't like back. But either way, you get to try on somebody's clothes and leave your dirt or filth in them. Okay. And when people get that opportunity, the person I'm sure they think about the most is me. It's like, oh, we about to get her clothes dirty and just look better than her in them, right? Even though they gonna have to pay. So when that came up, like, I don't know how I started following her first. They're influencers. I mean, I guess as you get to a certain level of followers, they call you an influencer. But now, like I said, somehow the clothes in my closet has bothered people, and the fact that I got a lot of purses for Christmas one year bothered people to the point where they need to go get a vault kind of closet in a lot of purses to make a point. And I think that is what was fine and dandy. It was a cool idea, only if you could have, like, got a TV show out of it. And I would think that's what the whole purpose of someone doing that, because they wanted someone else who has a lot of more power and TV credentials and to do these things to notice that and come to them and be like, we want to do a TV show with you, instead, so you don't have to do it on YouTube. Just make up your own content on YouTube anymore. And it just don't seem like that happened, right? So, I mean, they showed out a cleaning out haul where they had all these different clothes. Now, maybe that was the case. The people did send them all these high price clothes and told them you can just keep them. You don't got to pay for them or nothing. But from what I see, how other people do these clothes, they tell them you need to pay for it. I mean, you keep what you want, they'll charge you for those, and then what you don't want, you send back. I mean, is how that goes. And I'm judging that by they didn't ever get a TV show, so I don't know, if that was the case. People just sent them these things, and all that. I mean, knowing somebody is a good thing. I mean, when you get to a certain level, knowing somebody who has some kind of power to do something you want, to make you look however you want them to look, is great. But if I know you wanted a TV show or some kind of show to call your own, or a talk show, or any of these things, to where you had people working for you on those levels, versus just coming to your house doing your makeup and you doing a YouTube channel, then somewhere along the line, somebody's feelings probably got hurt because, for one, a lot of people want to prove to me that they are better than me. And I'm not mad about that. If you feel that way, you feel that way. So I know a lot of these things have something to do with that. And they are cool and dandy. People can be your friends, and you can have tons of followers. And you yourself can say you want to do something until somebody come and give you a bill for wanting to do all this stuff. Like, I mean, we understand we look a certain way, and we all should be together on that, but I'm not trying to work for free. I mean, like, people have, like they say, they have these high-class thoughts and ideas on a bologna sandwich budget. Okay, sometimes it sounds good. You can request these things and tell somebody else you promise you will be able to sell it because you got you looking at your numbers of followers, like you got bukus of followers. But when it comes time to buy something, it might not be as easy as that when it comes time to get a TV show you want, like when I walked in there talking about Cinemax and all this. I mean, it sounded funny, but I know it's what people have been trying to do when they go doing these YouTube channels and trying to get their numbers up. These things sound amazing, right? Until it comes time for people to watch them, right? Your followers don't seem to really be your followers a lot of time. When you really haven't proven yourself to them to, especially, I mean, and then if you trying to base your channel off of just drama, I mean, it's cool at first, but then after a while, people, I mean, if you can go on anybody else's channel and see them arguing and trying to argue with the same exact people all the time to boost numbers, I mean, that kind of gets boring. Like people trying to come and argue with me all the time and in hopes that my followers will leave me and go just want to follow them around all the time, just listen to them argue and back and forth with people. I mean, so anyway, I think I lost my train of thought, but I think that has been the problem with a lot of people. Now, when they was cleaning out the house and all that and all these things, so maybe they did. Now, I think that's a guy who has a lot to do with what's going on too. Like you can go to somebody and have them make you a knockoff version of something that most people know as being expensive, an expensive brand and all that. Now, I mean, and every time they see you, it look like you got bukus of money, right? And I think that's the case with what's going on right now on TikTok. Is people don't know if it's the knockoff version or if it's a real version. But whatever the case is, whoever it is wants that person to come out and say this. They want some kind of views for it or some kind of something out of it. They don't just want to keep looking like that. Okay, so, and I think that's the problem with it, people are not getting that kind of attention that they want from that. And if you putting all your effort into some man, and whether it's the real one or the knockoff one, and they really ain't doing nothing for you, like if you're trying to claim the person is rich and famous, yet nothing you are doing, even if they just laughing at me, seems to be rich or famous. Like I don't know. But I do know, again, they want some kind of like show from it or a movie from it, or they want something to be able to do something other than a YouTube channel. They want to be invited to all these lavish places and wear all these expensive clothes. I mean, of course, I can feel like I can do something that they can't all the time, and that is just beating my motherfucking self. I mean, like, I feel like I can do that every day, whereas they seem to be struggling with just being themselves every day. It's can't you see I'm myself? And I'm just like, I mean, I can see that, but I don't know what else you want me to see with it. Okay, if you own a yacht, you should be happy you own a yacht. If you with somebody else, you should be happy you with somebody else. But the stories you come out telling me first about it, it's not what you said. You said you was working on a movie and everybody's waiting on the movie. Now he done went and did something else, a different movie. It was a different girl and guy, and I mean, they advertised it back and forth and showed you all the scenes. And I mean, I don't know what other people just want me to say about it. And these are what makes me feel like people want some type of show out of these things. And when you can rent clothes and borrow clothes and all these things and send them back, I mean, at this point, who cares? I mean, if someone likes something you have on, they just like something you want to have on. But does it actually mean you own it because you got it on? No. And then it could have came. I mean, we all live in different areas. So, of course, unless you just shopping at the same, you like snooping on somebody and you finding out everywhere they shop and you just go and shop exactly where they shop. I mean, we live in different areas. So where you from might have stuff where other people from have never seen before. It don't mean it's high profit. It don't mean it's rich. I'm telling you, I spent $2.50 for dresses, and we'll just see how. But we'll just see how they look. But I'm from this area around here, so. But if I'd order something from somewhere else, then it probably wouldn't look the fucking same. It'd probably be something like, "Wow, this is awesome," you know. So it don't necessarily mean anybody is rich or anything. You could always find deals. And it's just what people want me to feel. Like you can get backdrops, or you can have backdrops on your phone, or you can do green screens and make you seem like you. This way you can do apps to have magazine covers on it. All these things you can do. But it seems to be like people wanting to be really able to say this is what they doing. But the people they just keep showing they doing it with, I don't know, and it could be just because you with them, it look like you doing it. I don't know, maybe. Some of these things, I don't, like they say, believe half of what you see. I mean, until somebody actually come to you and be like, I don't know, this is real. That's how I'm just basing all this stuff that's going on in my life right now. Till somebody come to you and say, look, this is real. This is no joke. And they kind of sort of have, in a sense, to where I shouldn't be like flirting around and all these things. So this is real. And I don't know how many other girls can feel that or whatever. And I'm not in here to argue about that. I just know what else is real with it is ain't nobody telling you to go out your way trying to tell me what to do or act like you the fucking police. Okay? Because it is real. Something about it is real to where people is not playing with you any other girl because they think they cute or whatever it is. Something about it is real to everybody needs to just stay in their space. And when somebody wants you, they'll come and get you and tell you what to do from that point on, because it's a puzzle somewhere. And when they tell you where your piece go, no matter whether you like where it is right now, a lot of people are in places they probably don't like for whatever reasons they there. But until somebody tell you to pick your piece up, your puzzle piece up, and take it somewhere else, then that's all you should just worry about. I mean, because people's feelings get hurt daily thinking they the owner of a puzzle or something when they only got one piece. Okay, and even if you're looking at me, but what I do daily is mind my own fucking business. I like my space wherever my space is. I like it, and don't really get bent out of shape about it. Okay, until someone else come and trying to stick a piece truck in my puzzle how, because sometimes puzzles, you look like the piece should fit there, right? It should fit there, and you'll try to force it sometimes, and it don't fucking fit there. It'll sit there for a minute, and then you'll see how off it looks, like it's something that don't really fit right there, and you'll move the piece. So sometimes that's what it is, and it don't necessarily mean because you right there. It means you should be there. It don't mean you should move into somebody else's space either. It's, if they got a camera and you don't on your phone, then you might just need to go buy one or find somebody who you think might can help you get one or something. I don't know, but worrying about what somebody else got it's like I'm saying, it is something people aren't playing about, and it ain't got nothing to do with color, race, or creed. It's when people want you to do something else, they'll tell you. And if you can't remember how you was already raised, if you can't remember that your parents didn't just go buy you everything you wanted, if you can't remember that, then somebody else who owns something that you in will remind you of that. And that it's just how simple that is, and tell you you have to go find whoever you felt like bought you something growing up and see what it was that they bought you, and then try to find it on the map or somewhere. I don't know, is what these things are, and it's not my fault, but and these is the cases. People want TV shows, they don't know if this is a knockoff version, and then the person who they want, I guess, to stand up and say, no, I'm the real person they with, this is who I want to be with, I don't want nothing else, don't seem to be really caring about what they talking about, unless somebody he likes, as he said, on something, unless it's bothering somebody he likes. And I mean, if they the ones he like, for one, and he ain't saying nothing, okay, just don't worry about it then. Just let everything go, because I'm not up in your face saying anything. But like I said, ain't nobody came and told you to say, come up in my face telling me anything. And you have to still wait for him to stand up and say he like you, because it's just people guessing right now. Because either they say he just a private person and don't, or he just don't really give a fuck about what other people's doing, unless it's affecting girls he like. And so if I'm around and people feel like it's bothering them, and they claim it's their man and he ain't doing nothing about it, then they might just probably need to keep waiting until they come tell you to move the puzzle piece somewhere else. And that's all I know. I don't know anything else. So yeah, but getting my clothes dirty and all these things is where things have gone sour more times than not, because that's not a thing, But not falling in love with the industry is one, and sometimes that's the bigger story and the bigger picture people are trying to convey about these things, yeah. And if you want to do the same thing, all you got to do is they got all these boxes, you can order clothes, or you can just go out and buy something, find some sales, buy it, and be like, or you can design your own wardrobe. And they got all kind of apps for you to do those things too. You can design you something and everything, find the right people to market it for you, sell it, and there's so many things you can do nowadays, to where you don't have to be sitting around hating on another girl about it anymore. They got avenues where you can make your own channel, because people got tired of watching my programs or me getting new programs. So now you can go make your own channel, you can go make your own music, you can go make your own clothes, you can make your own jewelry. They got all these kits and things you can use to make all your own stuff. You can pay for it, buy it, sell it, advertise it, but you still gonna have to pay to use somebody else's stuff. If you can't buy the building, afford to buy the building, and you want a building, then you gonna have to rent one out and pay people rent to do that, whether it be in liquor or groceries. Is just as simple. I don't know. the YMCA would have to tell you and explain to you in detail if they feel like it, how grocery stores go. Do people really own it, or is it owned by someone else? I don't know. It's not the Green Bay Packers, okay? And then all these things you can do. If you want your own website store, you can pay monthly, because I don't think you can, I think you can own a website, but you still got to pay fees to somebody to keep that, online. And all these things, and if you find a way to get endorsements or whatever they do right now, be influencers, and people send you things, and it's just so many ways for people to do things now, instead of complaining about some other girl, or how she come up with her own content to get paid for her own money, and how she use her money. If she use her money to buy what she needs so she can be somewhere making money if she want to, then that's what she do. If things come up for sale that people never imagined would come up for sale, it's not something people normally would think about. Somebody being able to buy a park, but sometimes you see people's name on parks, and then it lets you know it's somebody's park. Like when they change the name of the park out there, I don't know, it's somebody's name on it, or it ain't somebody's name. But if somebody can own a Dunkin' Donuts, I guess nowadays somebody can own a park. It don't mean you and your kids can't still come up over there and play on it. It just means if you see somebody who own it over there, you can't go trying to tell them they can't be over there because you think you paying taxes for it. You would have to if you playing in it all the time, no matter what. So, you want the pool clean with clean water? I don't swim over there. If you want it clean, then you need to pay for it. It be clean. You the one always in it. I don't know. Like I say, the YMCA would have to tell you all these things. And it seems like if you just always keep trying to tell me that's who you talking to anyway, you shouldn't always be coming to me looking dumbfounded about anything, right? Okay, take your dumb looking ass on back on. I don't know. And I wouldn't think anything about anybody until they always come to me like I'm stupid, okay? If I'm stupid, then you have to be stupider, okay? Is all I'm saying. Because if you got all the fucking answers and yet you keep asking me, then something about it is stupid. It don't matter if you left your Beverly Hills mansion to go work on a farm. It's hot. And it's probably even hotter where you are. So, I don't know. Maybe they just downsized the pool to that's all your friends over there swimming in your pool or something. I don't know. Because you showed me you had a pool that had these things over it and under it and around it. And you are so cold. You're the coldest. So maybe the hockey rink is just you won't go there over the pool. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, that's just all I wanted to say, because it's just so many things for people to do. And it seems like a joke when I try to do it, but it also seemed like a joke when they thought it would be just that easy for them to do it. Like get their own TV show and all this, start drama. The other girl come trying to start drama, thinking she gonna get a TV show. And then these are real things. It's just don't fall in love with the industry. Just because they give you a chance sometimes don't mean they want to change who you are, dress you up, and make you a TV star. Sometimes you just are who you walk in the door as. If you want chili, then I think they say you probably should bring it before you come, or eat it before you come, because they kind of said no, you don't bring it unless you got a doctor's excuse. I don't know. So anyway, that was a mouthful. I just needed to get it out, and hopefully it helps someone. I don't know. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. I know I don't post regularly, but when needed, I thank you.